Sponsor. There are 3 aspects of sponsoring. A lot of you saw them on Facebook. 3 most important aspects of a good sponsoring activity. The first thing, you've got to be their friend. The second thing, they need something to do and they need to understand what they must do. And the third thing, you must nurture them. And let's define those areas now. Great image. This is my boys. This one, and this one. This is their cousins. We were in Northern California, and the boys all stopped for a pee. And they were peeing over the ledge there, and then they started laughing and talking to each other. It's a beautiful image of friendship. There's no inhibition, is there? They're just chatting away. You know, they're all different ages. This little guy is only 8 years old. He looks taller because he's on a higher part here. He's just a little boy, and he's telling them a story. He's not thinking, oh, I got to keep my mouth shut. I don't know this guy. And all he's just with his brothers and his friends. Friendship's a powerful thing. One of the key human factors, the key things that we must have, and there's 4 key things we must have in life. We must have food, water. We must love and be loved. We must feel important, and we must have variety. Those 4 factors are vital in our success. To love and be loved comes nowhere better than from a friend. And if you're good, your wife or your husband is your best friend. So it's the same principle. My wife is absolutely, without doubt, my best friend. Friendship is a verb. It's a doing word. You must be close to your people. You must be interested in their lives and their birthdays and all those things to be successful. Think about the successful people in your team. Think about the ones that you're closest to. You can tell me their children's names, probably. You can tell me when their birthdays are. Use that example and copy it onto other relationships in your business. So become their friend. It's so important. This isn't the corporate world. You must be friends with people you're doing business with. A friend is a great cheerleader. My wife is my biggest cheerleader. Whenever I put a Facebook photograph up, the first phone call, the first text is from my wife. You're great. You're fantastic. Thanks for the inspiration. I love you. All the time. 4, 5, 6 times a day. Is there ever too much of that? Do I write back and say, oh, I've heard that enough? No way. Bring it on. Be a cheerleader for your people. Cheer their successes. More importantly, cheer their failures. Be there. That's okay. That's all right. We've learned a lesson. Let's move on. Sacrifice is giving up more than your excess. A true friend will know when you travel down the motorway and you spend the evening with them. And it's amazing what that will do in their business. I play golf with Alan. Is he arrived yet, or is he still pumping diesel out of his petrol car or whatever it was? And he said to me how pleased he was that his upline came down to do a training, and he talked about it. Loads, didn't he, Bob? He talked about loads. Oh, yeah, and then she said this and did this and did that. He was so excited, but most importantly, how proud he was to tell us that they'd been there. Friendship. It's great emotion. Okay.